Magoha amezuru eneo la Nyando ambapo shule kadhaa zimefurika maji ya mafuriko na kuwalazimu wanafunzi kuhamishwa maeneo yaliyo kwenye miinuko. Tupate taarifa hiyo iliyotokea awali.
Basically doing two things: checking that children have returned to school in adequate numbers across the country. As I speak to you, the whole government is outside there, cabinet colleagues. Like yesterday, 8 of us were at Olololwa. Today, others are in other parts of the country. All the PSS, over 40 of them, have also spread out to ensure that the opening is smooth, and that just tells you how important the government of His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta takes education seriously. This morning I'm starting here, very close to the lake, where one of the schools seems to be permanently submerged. It's called Mombasa Secondary School. I'm speaking from Mombasa Primary School, which has hosted the new Mombasa Secondary School temporarily. You can see the children are in tents. I have gone through all the 3 tents, and I'm of the considered opinion that the tents are a little bit too tight for the children. We are going to marry 2 tents together so that they have a bit more air because of the heat. And Ngao, together with the area MP, who has very kindly come on his own. I didn't invite him, but he has come on his own, and he's a very transformative one. Together with my part of government, we shall make sure that there's another small tent to be married with another one, so that on Monday, those children have a wider space so that there can be more air circulation. Like I keep saying, it would have been much better if these people had planted good trees. And I don't even know why they didn't pitch the tents near the trees. They decided to pitch the tents where there are no trees. As you are repitching the tents, can you consider that into consideration of Banaweru and Ngao, so that fresh air and additional oxygen from the trees is available to the children? The government has provided 10 million shillings to this school, together with another one in this area, and about 2 others in Baringo area, and 1 or 2 in Elgeyo Marakwet and West Pokot, to ensure that floods are not an issue to our children. I have been told the majority of the children are back at school. We are working very closely with my brother, C.S. Matiang'i, and his officers on the ground, from the sub-chief right through to the county commissioner. And I am going to say that if we find out that the children have relocated and are actually going to school, and there is evidence that they are going to school because of the movement of the parents, then they should be allowed to continue to go to where they are. But if a child has relocated and is on the streets, that child, our instructions are that we look for the child and bring the child back to school. In terms of percentages, nationwide, we are at about 97%. Many places are at 100%. A few maybe right down to 80%, so on average comes to about 97%. And we are hoping that by Monday, we should be approaching 99%, so that no child. If the girl child is pregnant, let us use everything that we have available, unless she has just a week or so to go, and you give us a report that this one, we think in a week or 2 or 3 will deliver, so we allow her to deliver first. But otherwise, every child must come back to school. There's only one other point that I want to emphasize this morning, and it is the point of school fees. All primary schools in the public sector are free. The government of the Republic of Kenya has already released the exchequer of 4 billion shillings plus to each primary school head. So as far as primary schools are concerned, teachers have no reason to levy any child for any amount. If you must ask children for any amount, make sure you convene the board of management, and only voluntarily ask children whose parents can afford. Are we together here? Yeah. And it will only be for lunch. Don't let me hear you saying that you have sent a child home. Whose child are you send yours. Send yours home, but the others which belong to government, leave them there. So that's as far as private school is concerned.
Na mtazamaji, tukiachana na haya elimu, turejelee tena taarifa yetu.